Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen next week for Game of Thrones Season 6. This one's a special one. This is for probably the most highly anticipated episode of Game of Thrones ever. Season 6, Episode 9, The Battle of the Bastards. So I don't know about you guys, I felt a testosterone pump just watching the trailer. Like ready to fight somebody. Let's do this. Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay, links in the description. Usual stuff, guys. All kinds of awesomeness. Yeah, Game of Thrones is awesome. All that stuff. One of the best shows ever. The usual stuff. So the promo. Oh my god. What an awesome promo. So it looks like we know $100 million for Season 6 from HBO to make, you know, a pretty impressive season. A lot of it, I'm not sure where it's gone. Yeah, it costs some to do Drogon and to have, you know, big dragons and CG and all that good stuff and Daenerys riding it and everything else. And they've done some pretty impressive stuff. We've had some big castles and drawbridges and all kinds of awesome stuff. But it looks to me like maybe at least 20%, considering it's one episode, probably more like 30% of the budget went to do this episode. I've been doing Game of Thrones reviews since season 2 of the series, and I remember way back when you had, you know, Tywin against Robb, and a lot of times the big battles would come in and they just kind of pass over them. A lot like episode 8, if you have big character deaths, sometimes they just skip over them. It's in the background and stuff, and you don't get to see a lot of the stuff. When Jaime's captured, for example, by Robb's army, you don't really get to see much of it. It's like, oh, I would have wanted to see that battle go down. But of course, it costs a lot of money to do stuff like that, and HBO has put it up this time. As we can see from the promo, it looks like we're going to get to see a freaking incredible battle, maybe better than Blackwater, maybe the best episode of the series ever. I just cannot wait to see it. This is one of the most anticipated episodes of all time. So we see the promo. Battle of the Bastards, pretty obvious from the title. This was leaked early. I'll let you guys know about that too. We've already gone over that. We've already talked about that. About the title of it being Battle of the Bastards. Obvious what it means. Jon against Ramsy. You can see it in the promo. And what we don't see is from what I can tell, I can't see the Knights of the Vale there anywhere. I can't see, you know, there's no Baelish in there. They don't seem to be there. I don't see their banner unless I haven't looked carefully enough. I can look at it again, but I don't see you know, any of them there. So it looks like maybe what I'm thinking is the battle will start and everything, it'll be going down, and then maybe part of the way through, Ramsay's forces will get flanked at the side or something by the Knights of the Vale who will come in to help. Which should be really, really cool, man. I mean, I'm hoping that's what happens at least, because right now, the odds do not look good. It looks like from the promo and what we're seeing that Ramsay's army has the advantage. You can see in the promo, you got the wildlings there, you got everybody there, but Ramsay's forces have the strategy down. You know, they got the archers, they're ready to throw, they're all lined up, everybody's in good order. You've got the big... you know, crosses at the front with on fire, you know, good stuff. I can't tell if there's people on them or not. Knowing Ramsay, I'm guessing probably somebody's there, you know, burning, or was. And you see his face, he's like the Game of Thrones troll. He's just ready to go. It also looks like from the promo that maybe Jon brings it to him that he says, not everybody has to fight, not everybody has to die. Let's settle this, me and you, just one-on-one, and we can save thousands. Whoever wins takes it, that kind of deal. It looks like, if that is in fact what happens, it sure sounds like it in the trailer. It looks like Ramsay is going to deny that request, because now I would say it's maybe because he's afraid of Jon. I don't know about that. I think it's more that Ramsay is such a psycho that he will not give up the opportunity to see thousands of people die. Like, Jon, if you're trying to talk some sense into him, you're going about it the wrong way. This guy enjoys seeing pain in others. He's a troll. That's what trolls do. You know, they are sadistic, and Ramsay is sadistic. So you're talking to the wrong dude. That's not what you should be saying if you want to talk him into a brawl. You know, that's not what you should do. He's going to want to see that. So... oh man, craziness. So you can see that. So I'm just so buzzing to see kind of the meeting between them, because we know, as Sansa points out, he doesn't know Ramsy. They've never seen each other before. They've never met each other before. So this is the first kind of time. And he's meeting probably the most evil character in the series. Jon meeting Ramsy, the most evil character that I can think of in the show. Worse than Joffrey. Sometimes I compare them. People correct me. No, Trev, Joffrey's not nearly as bad. Ramsy is way worse. That's for sure. Joffrey generally he's not cutting people's dicks off. He's not he's not doing this stuff. He's not eating sausage in front of them after, he's not getting girls to come in the room and all this. Oh my god. So it's like the ultimate good guy versus bad guy type of battle. I could not be more stoked. I could not be more excited for the episode. So in terms of other insight you can see the giant, he's like smashing dudes, there's arrows everywhere and stuff, which looks like fun. And you can see Jon in there. He tells Melisandre, this time, if I fall, don't bring me back. That's it. If we lose, don't bring me. I don't want to come back. Let it be. That's it. You got Sir Davos. He's in there. You can see blood everywhere and the fire and stuff. I'm wondering if maybe he goes over where Shireen was and maybe sees where they did that or something. Something like that. Because it is, of course, on the way, and I would think that that'd be a special moment for him before the battle. So maybe we'll see that. And man, I mean, in terms of what I think is going to happen, it looks like probably the whole episode will focus on them, because even though the season started out heavy with them, the last few episodes we haven't seen too much of them. I mean, we've seen Jon recruiting. We haven't really seen Ramsy that much since kind of the earlier parts of the season with of course his dad and everything. So Roose being killed and all that. So, but since then they haven't been that heavily in the season, so they haven't been shown all that much since then. So, man, all right, so what do I think is going to happen? Now, this is a tricky one. Who's going to win the battle? This is tricky because here's the thing with Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones makes you think, like, as we've seen twice now, so first Eddard is killed and then Robb wants revenge for what happened and to bring justice to the situation. And it doesn't work out. Robb is killed as well, too, and that's Game of Thrones. But this time, I tend to think, even though realistically it seems like Ramsay would probably win because he's got, the forces are organized, they're structured, the everything seems to be kind of laid out under control and good. Granted, in fighting, sometimes just losing your mind can work out for you, but generally, technique and, especially when it comes to warfare, having things, knowing your enemy, and being structured and going about it a strategic way rather than kind of a crazy way, at least when it comes to war, is generally better, and you'd be better off to do that. But this time, what I'm saying is, even though realistically Ramsay would probably win in this case based on what we see, and it looks like he's got the numbers for sure too, I'm going to predict, I think, of course, that Jon and the others are going to win. Would it be shocking if they didn't, if they lost and then they were all just killed or something? That would be the craziest thing ever. But again, we still have 2 seasons left confirmed. It seems, anyway, not 100% confirmed, but at least 2 seasons left of the show. So I'm obviously going to go this time against kind of the normal Game of Thrones, whoever should win would win, and I think I'm going to go with kind of the magic approach and predict that, of course, Jon is going to beat Ramsay. I mean, it seems pretty obvious. I think that he would. Otherwise, the story doesn't turn out to be that great of a story. Imagine, don't bring me back. Imagine Ramsay's like burning them all. Oh my God, that would be just like the worst. A lot of people would be really pissed if they went that route. So I think logically, you can probably say, in terms of the story, yeah, they're probably going to win once the Knights of the Vale show up and everything happens. We'll see if it all ends in one episode, or if, at the end of the episode, Ramsay runs or something, and then they have to chase him or something into episode 10 and maybe the next season. This is an extended episode. This is longer than 60 minutes, which is awesome. And that's pretty much all I got to say for it. I am predicting that Jon and the others are going to win, as I'm sure many of you guys are, and I'm predicting that it's going to be one of the best episodes of Game of Thrones ever, if not the best, if not the single best, because just from the promo, it looks like it's going to be something spectacular to see. just can't wait to see it, man. I'm so excited. Okay, that's all I got to say for this one, guys. Write your comments below. Send me your questions for this week for the Q&A. Of course, we'll do a Q&A this week as usual. And, so we'll do one probably Tuesday. And, yeah, if you missed my review, it's in the channel for episode 8. No one. You can watch it. Just click the link below. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again real soon. As always, it's Trev. And I'm saying peace. Oh, yeah, thumb up the video if you liked it. Share, favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see my Game of Thrones reviews for the finale and everything, and, into next season, the remainder of the series, subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one, guys. See you again soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya. You better subscribe.